Multiple city agencies joined forces to shut down the Gateway Hotel downtown. It's located on the 100 block of Stanton. As ABC 7 first reported on Friday, inspectors say the hotel is unsafe for its residents. ABC 7's Pilar Arias is live downtown with our top story. Pilar?
Rick, it's a much calmer scene out here this evening after investigators spent all day here checking for city building code violations. As you can see behind me, police are preparing to lock up the Gateway Hotel for good.
I can't go anywhere. My stuff's up here. I'm disabled. I live up here.
Heated emotions Monday afternoon as people who live at the Gateway Hotel in downtown were told they can't go in.
Just like your normal hotel, you know, it doesn't, it's not like, I wouldn't say it's like bad hotel or nothing. It looks nice, you know. I mean, the conditions have been pretty good for my standards, you know.
Leland Wilkinson was living at the hotel while he looks for a job. He says he paid $390 a month for a single room with a bed and a bathroom. Although he was content with the standards, El Paso Fire and other agencies say the building poses major safety risk.
The gas, the plumbing, some of the electrical are the concerns that we're having from the building official. Egress concerns are some of the biggest concerns from the fire department, as well as the integrity of some of the fire protection systems.
David Gamble has lived in the hotel for 5 years and describes the people who live there.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of people in here. Most of us are all retired from one thing or another. Nobody works, you know, so I mean, you know, they have bad ones in here and good ones, you know.
Now, Adult Protective Services and the Homeless Coalition are doing everything they can to help relocate the people who lived at the Gateway Hotel. The Assistant Fire Chief just informed us that 41 rooms here were occupied and they have been in contact with 37 people who lived inside. The Homeless Coalition as well as Adult Protective Services have helped relocate those people. Reporting live in downtown El Paso, Pilar Arias, ABC 7.
Pilar, thank you very much. Continue to stay on top of the Gateway Hotel closure. People who were living in the downtown hotel are now in temporary housing until they can find a permanent home.
ABC 7's Pilar Arias begins our complete coverage with an update on some of those residents who are scrambling.
No response Tuesday from one of the owners of the Gateway Hotel. When the city shut down the hotel Monday, dozens of people who were living there were forced to find temporary homes.
I was definitely mad. Who wouldn't be? I just paid my rent Thursday.
The downtown El Paso hotel had both long-term and newer residents. One of them says rent was only allowed to be paid in cash.
I actually had a good room. I liked my room. It was comfortable. It was a big room, spacious room. The only thing is it didn't have a kitchenette.
The El Paso Coalition for the Homeless made contact with 36 people who lived at the Gateway. 15 of them are staying at KVIA Residential Center. 4 are at the Opportunity Center. 2 have chosen the Salvation Army. 1 relocated to the De Soto Hotel, also in downtown. And 1 person is at the Rescue Mission. The rest either chose not to receive help or are staying with friends and family. Casa Vida Director Mario Mendoza says he knows how valuable the help can be because he knows firsthand what it's like to be homeless.
It feels good to actually being able to help instead of having to send them to the streets, under the bridges, the parks.
I just got through paying my rent, and now I don't know if I'll get my money back or not, but I'm trying to go through HUD to try and get my own apartment.
Although people who lived at Gateway have been offered temporary help, many are still concerned about their belongings still in the secured building and the future long term. Pilar Arias, ABC 7.
And fire marshals say they still haven't been in contact with the building owners. ABC 7 requested the recent inspections and list of violations from city officials, but they were not made available. The city code compliance manager says a process has already begun to condemn the building. Building and Standards Commission voted tonight to board and secure the Gateway Hotel, which means it's condemned.
ABC 7's Pilar Arias shows us how that conclusion was reached.
For the first time, code compliant city officials showed us how bad it really is inside the Gateway Hotel. It was a packed house at the Building and Standards Commission meeting Wednesday night as people fought to restore the Gateway Hotel.
Expose non-compliant electrical wiring.
El Paso Fire, police, and other officials presented to the Building and Standards Commission what they think should happen to the Gateway Hotel, a historic part of downtown El Paso that was built in 1906.
I'm here today to make the public aware of the architectural and cultural significance of the Gateway Hotel.
Surprisingly, city staff recommended to board and secure the hotel until dangerous conditions could be fixed, rather than demolish the building.
A very unsafe environment and to get in there.
Many people gave public comment that they wanted the building restored to its glory days. Only one of the 42 residents who lived inside the hotel spoke to the commission.
None, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say no. No.
After a lengthy discussion, 5 commissioners voted in favor of the city's recommendation, 1 didn't. That means the property owners and lien holders have 30 days to review the code violations and request to fix them.
Now that the federal government has stepped back, that creates a reason and an incentive to want to come back to this building, rehab it, and return it to what it should be.
I think we heard tonight that the building owners and the public certainly like to see this property rehabilitated.
But Wednesday's discussion on the matter was just the beginning. If nothing is done within the next month, city officials can take further action. Only 2 attorneys presented their case. Keep in mind the owners were given notice in February to fix fire code violations before the major multiple agency inspection was done March 10th, and nothing was fixed. Pilar Arias, ABC 7.